Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Lucas, and this is Doing the Deal. What we're going to get after today is a little update plus some plans on our indoor hydroponic vegetable garden. Since we got everything up and running, we've been growing predominantly leafy greens and peppers. So these pepper plants you see behind me, we all started from seed, and we've been growing them in here since about September or so. At this point in time, we don't really have a need for these types of peppers anymore. I think they've run their course. We dry our jalapenos and our habaneros. We also make hot sauce with our habaneros. I made a phenomenal one that was really tasty. We've been eating the bell peppers and the sweet Italian peppers in salads and other things like that, and they're phenomenal. But at this moment in time, we're going to be shutting the peppers down. And we are going to be cleaning the system, see what it looks like after running it since September. And we're also going to start some new seeds for the ones that we're going to clean out. So our ultimate goal is to get it down to probably about 6 nodes, shut down half of the system while we get our seeds started and rolling and we get the stuff cleaned. We would like to try to use our Hydroton again. I don't know how feasible that is, but our goal with that is to take it out, remove as much of the organic matter as we can, let it dry, and then rinse out the rest and see if any of it is actually still usable, removing all the broken chunks and things of that nature. So that is our goal with that. In terms of the plants that we are going to put out here is we are going to mash as much broccoli in as we possibly can. I'm a huge fan. We've always grown it. We've done it outside. We've done it in the aquaponics, both indoors and outdoors. I had some outside this last season, but got inundated with little inchworms when we went on vacation. So we didn't get any broccoli. So we're gonna see if we can put maybe 2, maybe 3, probably 2 in each one of these nodes. And we'll go from there. So at this point, I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna show you what the system looks right now before we harvest the rest of our peppers and start disassembling the system. And then we'll take a look at what it looks like at the end and any like weird or oddity things that we want to cross as we take apart the AirCube. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and check out the plants. All right, guys, here we are, normal deal, 5x10. We've got our 2 lights. All right, here's our Italian sweet pepper. These things are absolutely fantastic, by the way. This is called Carmen, but it's supposed to be an alternative to bell peppers, which you can see I already took all those and ate them up over the Christmas season. So we've got some of these ones that look pretty tasty. I'm sure some have been on here too long. Here's the rest of our habaneros. There's a variety called Helios, so we're gonna be getting all of these, green and orange. And then down at the end, the last one we're gonna be getting after is our jalapeno plant. Those are called Jedi. We have quite a bit of yellowing on this one. So I would have to imagine it's probably not getting enough of something. We have been running straight water for the most part. We may have a blockage in one of these larger plants. A little bit of yellowing here, but I did chop it down. So we'll see what the root masses look like. Here are our leafy greens that we're gonna continue. Chard, kale, some more chard, heads of lettuce that need to be taken out, other ones that are moving a little slower. And the one pepper we're leaving, I have another one of these too. I think I'm gonna cut these peppers off. This is a cayenne variety called Bottle Rocket. I got another one over here, so this is 6, may throw in another one of these to get a different type of pepper for drying and saucing, but either way, let's get after it and see how it all turns out today. All right, guys, so here's just the first one out of the first spot. I'll flop these bags real quick. Big, strong, sturdy, healthy plant. Oh, I don't really know how feasible it is to reuse all this stuff, but either way, I've got it set up on like a little concrete mixer thing that I got holes in that I use for rinsing it off over a tub. But other than that, and quite a bunch. Right, there's the Rockwell cube. We started it in. Pretty good. We could probably dig for a few, get this bad dude out. Might need to. But in terms of the bottom of these, something you do need to be aware of is this bad dude right here grows right into the hole in the bucket. This massive root mass. So as I pull these all out and clean these all up, we're gonna have to deal with all of that stuff. So there's one. Couple more to go and a lot of cleaning. Shit's messy. All right, so all in all, that came out of there pretty good. You can see the main chunk of this. And that stuff doesn't look too bad. Let it dry out, scoop it out, rinse it out, do the deal. Same with the bag. I got a way to get after those bags. I'll go over that at the end though, but yeah. Not terrible, but yeah, let's get it. All right, guys, here we are. We got everything cleaned up and reorganized. We've got our some lettuce, chard, kale, more lettuce, last little pepper. Definitely looks a little sad now, but overall, very pleased with how easily everything came apart and all that fun, fancy jazz. So I've got a whole mess of stuff here and here. Some stuff over there. These are cool. Big, giant, healthy plants. Hopefully we can clean all this stuff out. But yeah, lowered the light. We've got it sitting at 55% right now. We bumped our par down to somewhere between 400 and 600 is where our range is. So we're about 450 or so. On the nodes, so right in the middle of that range. So from this point on, we're gonna clean our stuff. We're gonna let everything dry. Hopefully we can reuse our Hydroton and plan on mashing this other half with a whole bunch of broccoli after we start our broccoli seeds. So let's spin it around and get some final thoughts for the day. All right, guys, overall, very pleased with everything in terms of the grow light, the fans, the blowers, the AirCube, all that other fun, fancy things. We've cleaned it up, we've rearranged it. Some of the more tedious things that people don't talk about on the internet in terms of gardening indoors is this shit's a mess. But either way, I feel really good with that. I feel really good at how those plants looked. I felt really good with the overall health of the plants that we removed. A couple of changes. For what we got cooking and for the immediate future, we lowered our lights significantly, and we have put them back in a more veg-friendly state as opposed to a flower state, which we were in with the peppers. We're gonna let our Hydroton dry out. Hopefully we can get all the organic matter out of there and reuse some of it, half of it, a quarter of it, any of it would be advantageous for us. So that's that. Couple of other things we're gonna do is we're gonna start our broccoli. My goal is to set those 6 that we took up in the other side over here, 2 broccoli plants per node, and run it like that and see how it goes. The type of broccoli we are gonna use is just a variety that I have grown and purchased for years from Johnny's Selected Seeds. It's called Green Magic. I have no idea why that's the one we use, but that's the one we get after. We've done it indoors, outdoors, aquaponically, and this will be our first hydroponically experiment. We're gonna start those seeds in Rockwell cubes, in a humidity dome, under a heat mat, and then hopefully everything aligns and we can mash them in here, get the lights back on. When we do get those set back up, I think we're going to experiment with rerunning some water lines as we had root masses build up and clog our whole row. So if I remember correctly, that wasn't the best way to go about running it and setting it up, but it worked for us and it did the deal and I'm pleased with it, not mad at it at all, but we're gonna just kind of tweak it and see if we can do something a little bit better. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, advice, mash them down below. They are all greatly appreciated. If you like what you like, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to continue along our epic journey of indoor hydroponic gardening and exploration, mash that subscribe button. Whether you're here to see us get some vegetables or to kill vegetables, I suppose, because that's the only other way to go. But with that said, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your day.